My name is Alex McGarry, and this is a brief summary of my dissertation, which resulted in 6 publications and 1 Best Paper award at an international conference. Now, imagine waking up to find that the locks that protect the world's data, such as banking information, health records, and infrastructure, no longer work. That is the new threat brought by quantum computers. That a sufficiently powerful quantum computer can break today's public key cryptography that currently keeps your data safe from attackers. To combat this, and just recently in August 2024, the National Institute of Science Technology finalized the first post-quantum cryptography standards, marking the official start of migration to quantum-resistant algorithms. The Federal Register made them effective the very next day, highlighting the importance of these new cryptographic methods. This isn't just hypothetical anymore. This is a once-in-a-generation cryptographic transition, and it must include even the most resource-constrained devices that handle private security. The primary issue with the new PQC algorithms is that they are designed primarily for software systems, not computer hardware. My dissertation asks, how do we bring PQC to resource-constrained hardware systems such as medical devices, cell phones, and wireless sensor networks without killing battery life or blowing up silicon area? I answer that with multiple novel contributions in my dissertation that build on one another. Devices need signatures to verify software updates and identities, which is a problem that 2 of the new NIST standards propose to solve. I constructed one of these, a novel Sphinx Plus architecture that is optimized specifically for low area and low power consumption. I also analyzed different hash methods consistent with the Sphinx Plus standard and showed why SHA-256 is ideal for throughput and energy in Sphinx Plus and resource-constrained hardware. Despite this, we still hit a pain point. The standard requires feeding the message twice into 2 related hash computations, forcing either message storage or a second pass, which is bad for both energy and latency. I proposed a Sphinx Plus amendment. Reorder the inputs to one of the random oracle calls in Sphinx Plus so that 2 hashes run in parallel and the message isn't stored. I proved that security holds in this modification under the random oracle model. The construction remains injective in the inputs, preserving the standard security for the shake variant. The net effect of this is the elimination of message memory requirements without a loss of security. I also implemented and evaluated ASCON sign for resource-constrained devices, which is a unique twist on Sphinx Plus. This chapter proposes replacing the underlying hash function with ASCON, a hash method specifically designed for low-power cryptography. My implementation demonstrates how PQC authentication can run on constrained nodes today with practical integration choices engineers can adopt immediately. This resulted in the lowest power Sphinx Plus architecture in current literature, demonstrating a significant 30% reduction in power. My next chapter explores modular reduction, one of the most computationally expensive mathematical primitives. In PQC, this operation can be performed millions of times per algorithm execution. To assist low-powered devices with this operation, I created the hardware-optimized modular reduction, or Homer system, which eliminates multipliers and dividers and instead uses lookup table-based steps that cleanly pipeline. In FPGA experiments, Homer cut both power and resource requirements by roughly 30% while relaxing timing, allowing for both a smaller area and higher maximum operational frequency when compared to other methods such as Barrett and Montgomery reduction. To prove that Homer can scale, I constructed DartFrog, a superscalar homomorphic encryption accelerator that executes multiple encrypted operations in parallel. DartFrog is the first accelerator to integrate Homer through its arithmetic pipeline so that every add and multiply returns results already reduced without heavy resource overhead. This architectural choice is what made dense parallelism possible on a relatively compact FPGA card. This resulted in 150 times to 1800 times speedup over Microsoft Seal for core operations. DartFrog's paper calls out Homer explicitly as the enabler for parallel, distributed reduction primitives, evidence that Homer is a new algorithmic building block for high-throughput privacy computations and post-quantum cryptography. What started as a question, can PQC be practical in the smallest hardware, became a path. Proof with ASCON sign that Sphinx Plus style signatures can be ultra low energy. Infrastructure with Homer that frees resources from heavy math, cutting power and energy across cryptographic algorithms. And deployable hardware at scale as demonstrated by Homer and DartFrog, offering thousand-fold speedups while staying resource aware.